Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What about you?
All good, all good. Just enjoying the cold that has just started here in Delhi. How
Same,
are things there? How are things there?
same here.
Same here. Weather's
Yes,
good.
weather is good. It's a bit warmer as compared to previous years.
Really?
Mm.
Wow.
Because it's not raining for the last 2 months. We are
Mm-hmm.
desperately waiting for rain, but it's not raining.
Why are you desperately waiting for rain? It would get even more chilling at that time, right?
Actually, the climate is so dry and we can see dust everywhere. So,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Maybe because of that.
rain will settle it down. And yes, it's good. Rain is good. If it will not rain, then all the crops and that
Mm,
fruit plants they need rain right nowadays. And
mm,
if it will not rain, then definitely in the summer we have to face water crisis.
Oh God, that also happens.
Hmm.
God, that
And nowadays, usually we can see the snow-capped mountains, but this time we are not able to see it.
really, that's
Yes.
okay. So it has gotten really dry in those cases.
Yes.
That's strange and a little bit, I should say, a caution for worry at this point, because climate's changing like anything, but we'll have to be a little bit careful with the way things are going about, right?
True.
So, right now, when you're seeing that, you're not able to see the mountains and everything, but what is the cultivation that you're having that you said about the fruits? I'm very curious about the fruit.
Himachal is known as apple state.
Yeah.
Yes, so apple trees they require I think 200 chilling hours
Mm-hmm. Okay.
for a good crop. So
Hmm.
if they will not get that proper snow, then
Hmm. That's
next
bad.
time the crop will hamper.
Right. There's one more fruit which is very famous for Himachal. I'm not able to recall. That's the only problem. I'm just all
Okay,
lost over here.
Himachal is famous for all the fruits we can grow
Yeah.
here. All the fruits like persimmon,
Persimmon.
peach.
Yes. Yes. Because I remember when I had gone from a school trip or somewhere, and the juice of it was very famous. And they were insisting you try it once, you'll just never go back. That's how good it is. And it was very pure at that time. So I just remember because now when you get all things adulterated, you
Yes.
rarely just understand the reality of things which are genuine,
True.
right?
And in Himachal also, if you want to rarely you will get organic fruits. They spray a lot. They put chemicals and fertilizers
Hmm.
to yield a good crop and to save them from insects or
Yeah.
diseases. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right. So persimmon is like really, I should say something which is very, very pure there. That's true.
Yes.
Everything is, but still, we have to just see it from that end. So you're missing the snow. You want the snow.
It should, yes, it should be. Otherwise, we have to face consequences.
Right. But of course, this alarming thing, it gives us a thing that, you have to focus a little bit on the environment a lot. You have to follow the eco-friendly practices. And I'm sure a lot of people in the hills, you all are practically told that this is very important. You need to prioritize the land which is there. And so you have a very organic love for the nature, way more than us, at least city.
True, but as I'm watching from right from my beginning when I was a child, at that time, if I talk about my grandparents, they were so eco-friendly. They use sustainable lifestyle. They
Hmm.
used to live in a sustainable lifestyle. And if I talk about my parents, they are less into that practice. They are towards chemicals or plastic use. And if
Oh.
I talk about our generation, so we are using like these kind of things more. And
Mhm.
if I talk about next generation, like my son, they are very much into using those single-use plastic bottles,
Right.
wrappers, and all
Hmm.
those things. And if I tell my son that no, beta, you should not, then he makes fun of me. That Mama, you always keep on restricting me.
Oh
So.
God. Restricting you for the future.
Yes, and hardly they understand. So we are living towards, we are going towards artificial life, from
Mm-hmm.
environment friendly life to artificial life towards.
Right, absolutely. So this is, a lot of people nowadays, as you were saying, that with generation coming up, some people believe in this plastic use, right? Single plastic we use, we just throw it away because it's more convenient also. And again, yeah, lifestyle changes. We are into fast fashion, right? In general, if you're speaking of fashion, we are all about, we don't go with recycling or anything. Then there is one generation which has started claiming sustainable practices, which are the same things that we made fun of earlier, right? So when you see this whole difference about people also moving back to sustainable, not on a very huge end, but on a very less end. Like I can give you an example. At least people who are belonging to the south, like I am, so we were often criticized for eating on banana leaves. Like, why do you eat on banana leaves? Now I see a lot of people in foreign, at least they have all started, making these bowls of banana leaves, and they're like, oh, this is so elegant. So all the Indians all of a sudden are coming into the same picture that, yeah, this is sustainable, but you're criticizing your own people who had done it a long time ago. What do you think? Is this a bad thing? We need to prioritize what our values about nature were. Eh,
Yes, we need to prioritize as our ancestors used to follow those things. So we should use those things. And nowadays, I'm observing that people, they are going to back towards their villages.
Hmm.
They are more interested in farming, growing plants and trees, and this is a good sign. They are becoming more aware towards natural things and organic things. And
Hmm.
as we can see the scenario of Delhi, so it's hard to breathe in that poisonous air. So
Right.
people are gradually they are becoming aware, but I don't think to what uh, extent they are aware. And for this, we should be everyone should be aware, and every should take proper measures, and at government level, government should also take proper measures, and
Right.
reforestation should be there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
in our state, they have provided a special budget for this reforestation, but I don't know. They are only in papers, that
Hmm.
reforestation, not an ground level. Practically, there is no. I don't think even a single tree is grown there.
Oh God, yes. You will see that, with reforestation also, people are looking at it, at growing the plants which are getting more benefit, more on the profitable end. There are a lot of consequences to reforestation also that we don't realize because, as you said, it's all on paper. On
Mm,
paper they will claim. So you will see that in India at least, reforestation happens mostly with two plants, which is one is indigo, one is eucalyptus. Okay.
mm,
The problem with these plants is when you extract everything, like eucalyptus oil is very, very famous. It's very good for everything in your body. It is something which is very expensive also. Indigo, I need not explain. Everyone in fashion, the blue color is just so potent. Fab India is making a lot of money out of it at this point of time. So these things, of course, it used to happen from the time the Britishers were here, that we exported out. But what happens is, once we grow one patch of land of either eucalyptus or indigo, you cannot use that land anymore.
true. And I have seen eucalyptus trees that they absorb all the water from their
Yes,
surrounding area. Uh,
exactly. It causes a lot of drought. And so
mm,
the people who are cultivating that, and also they are going through crisis because then once the land is gone, they don't have anything else to cultivate.
true.
And people have put this on paper as reforestative plants.
Mm. And in our state, I'm watching that our cedar trees are famous in
Right.
our state, and they enhance the beauty of this area, and they are good for environment too. But the range of that tree is going up towards upside hilly area. It is reducing. They are not growing in downside as they used to grow there. Now they are reducing. Their belt is reducing, and what people are doing, they are cutting down those cedar trees, and at their place they are regrowing apple trees.
Hmm. But that's a
Yes.
good move then, of course. But see, they are also seeing the profit end of it. The thing
Hmm.
with cedar trees, of course, it's so natural to you all. It's a part of your culture as well. It's just, as you said, enhancing the beauty of the place. But again, they are not benefiting much from cedar. They're going to benefit more from apples.
True, and cedar, if we talk about cedar wood, that is so useful. They are using it for furniture, for making wooden houses. So they are
Yes,
cutting them.
of course. We don't know where we are headed at this point of time, isn't it? So when
True.
you see this, the slogan had also arrived, right? Reduce, reuse, recycle. What is something you feel we should reduce?
We should reduce the use of energy. We should, where it is required, we should use only. If we can reduce it, so we should reduce it. And the reduce of water wastage,
Mm-hmm.
reduce of single-use plastic, and reduce of everything, like whatever we can avoid, unnatural things, plastic, chemicals, and instead of buying small packets, we should buy like grains. We are buying 1 kg of packing. Instead of
Mm-hmm.
buying, we should buy big packing, so we can reduce the packaging, those packets. And whenever we are going towards market or buying something, so it's better to take a cloth bag or cotton bag instead of using those plastic bags. And yes.
Right. You will
Yes.
also see that, we once upon a time, like right now, as you're saying, we have these 1 kg packets, one thing, one and for 500-gram packaging, right? But there was a time where everything that we used to buy used to be sold loosely. There used to
Yes.
be these big, big packets, and you would just have to go tell them how much you want. They'll measure it up and give it to you. Then this whole thing about being unhygienic came into play.
Hmm.
There's a very good question which arises here. Since we are not going to the factory that is processing it or it's coming out straight in our hands, how do we know it's hygienic or not?
True.
Right? So, if you had a choice between buying something which is packaged and claiming it's organic and all that thing, okay, because I think you are the one who will get a much clearer end of this, considering you're coming from the land where everything is true to its flavor, right? It's not adulterated at all. If you had a choice to buy between a packaged thing or you were having a choice to buy loosely, what will you prefer?
Definitely loosely, and we practice it in our daily life. We buy open, like lentils, grains. We
Hmm.
prefer only that flour, wheat flour. We buy in packet. Otherwise, we prefer maximum things. We prefer to buy loose.
Wonderful that you're practicing that as an eco-friendly thing. There are, how do you try to reduce your plastic usage in general?
Mm. When we go to market, we take our own bag, and tell every time we tell that shopkeeper whether we are buying vegetables or other grocery items. We have our own bag. No need to give us that plastic or such kind of packets.
Wonderful. You are already just so sustainable. That's really, really good. You're really good. That is really good. Now we'll discuss about a word you must have heard of, which is known as conundrum.
Sorry.
Conundrum. This I've written it in the chat box as well.
Okay.
Conundrum means being in a confused state of mind or being in a dilemma.
Okay.
Okay.
Conundrum.
Yes. So the conundrum over here, you'll realize it when it comes to liquids, in particular, oil, anything. We know that plastic is always a good choice,
Hmm.
right? We know that plastic is a good choice. The problem with storing oils in glass bottles is it catches bacteria faster.
Okay.
So this is the conundrum that we have, that for something which is a liquid like this, whether we should go with plastic, which is looking perfectly fine because we need plastic here for just convenience also, or we stick to glass, which is sustainable but it has its own levels of side effects.
Hmm.
So when we see conundrums like this, What is your choice? Do you go the sustainable way, or do you try to just succumb for once to the plastic use?
Yes, at that time I use plastic bottles. Like for oil, we get in plastic bottles,
Hmm.
like mustard oil, whatever we are buying, it will definitely come in plastic bottles. So we have no other option. We have to buy.
Right. I didn't know this that, even oils have a particular thing about catching mold and bacteria. I never thought it was true until I came to know the other day that, sometimes when we wash uh, normal glass bottles, and in case some moisture is left out, it does tamper with the oil in some way. I was shocked.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I have a misconception. I thought that glass bottle is
Good.
best option for keeping oils,
Yeah, I
storing oils.
Hmm. When we speak of adulteration right now, what do you think is the most adulterated thing right now?
Everything. Can't say.
Can't make a choice.
Like oils are adulterated if you want to, yes, and grains, vegetables, they are lots of sprays and chemicals are,
Hmm.
and
Exactly.
everything, we can't say that one thing is pure. And even if we are using our homegrown things, like we grow turmeric powder at our village in our
Wow.
backyard, so we use that. We mostly we try to use, and my mom, she grows fenugreek, so she always gives me fenugreek and mustard seeds, and those coriander seeds she always gives me. So yes, in that way we can use a little amount of organic things, otherwise everything is adulterated.
Absolutely true. In these cases, even for me at least, it's always cardamom and it is black pepper because it's very famous down in Kerala. So whenever we are
Kerala.
super excited, we get, yes, that's coming in. It's gonna be the purest thing because it's homegrown. At the same
Mm.
time, you will see that what I have seen recently when it comes to adulteration is that of honey,
Yes,
which is
honey
so
and
sad.
clarified butter is also there, same.
Ghee is so adulterated. It is a whole industry right now. You will see that A2 ghee, which is claiming its benefits and everything. It's all about, it's approximately 2000 to 3000 rupees a kg. Of course,
Mm.
the quantity is very less of it, but even the ghee that you're getting in market, which is the normal ghee that you're getting, it has its own colors and everything to make it that way.
True. And we never use market honey and market ghee. And sometimes my husband buy those small packets of Patanjali honey. And
Hmm.
if you will keep for some time this small container, then after 1 2 months it will turn into sugar.
Yeah, it crystallizes. I have noticed that. Yes,
Yes.
it does crystallize, and that's something which doesn't happen with pure honey.
True.
That is also something which was alarming because a brand which has claimed to be completely, all about being completely unadulterated, being natural, has had its levels of
True, and
criticism.
turmeric is also so adulterated. Yes, it's yellow color.
Mhm.
You can't believe that it's pure.
Exactly. You test it usually, how detergent stains or something. Basically, it's baking soda, and when
Mm.
they make a reaction, it turns red. A
Yeah.
lot of turmeric powders, you put baking soda in them, they will not change color.
True, and that degi mirch, that is also there.
Yes.
And
So this knowledge of what is true is only limited to the true cultivators at the moment. They have
true.
the secret recipe on how to figure out. You must have seen the new controversy that we are having with salt. Have you come across that? You know
No.
how pink salt, Himalayan pink salt, had a rise recently? Everybody started using it.
Mm, I have no idea about it.
Okay. So there is a salt which is known as the Himalayan pink salt. Everyone out in it's
Yes,
again a
yes,
very
yes,
it's a
I know about that.
yeah. It's a foreign trend again which came into India. They are all telling us and we are like, oh, it's out in the Himalayas, which is for us as well. We don't know. Everyone started using it. Then a few dietitians have popped out. They have said that, it is of course high on iodine, but at the same time, there are no minerals that it's claiming. There are no minerals in that. So if you use the Himalayan pink salt too much, it is going to cause you more harm than good, because it
Oh,
will reduce your iodine intake, which will eventually damage your liver and kidneys.
true.
So the people were using it like anything. Another good, again, adulteration thing is the sendha namak which we have.
Hmm.
People feel the pink salt and sendha namak are the same thing, but they are not the same thing, it seems.
No, no, they are different.
They are different things, right? So these things are again coming into picture that no, it's not exactly how it is. Doesn't it raise an alarm that we as a society need to be so educated in this domain?
True. Before using, we should do some research whether it's good or we should not follow anything blindly. We
Hmm.
should think, read and research a lot before using those things.
Right. Another, this again, I feel really upset because you must have seen it with generations. The phone arrives, the social media arrives, we get influenced, we do it.
Mm.
This influencer outside, how when we used to get a muscle injury, I'm sure you would relate to this because even though we both are from completely different generations, I feel I was born in the wrong one. I'm still a very good 90s person at heart. When you used to get a muscle injury, so the mothers used to roll out a roti of sorts, put some turmeric on it and put it, and they say, "Ki, just take the heat from this and let it heal on its own." Now we are from the generation that gives ice packs, Volini, and all that. We are going back to this. A foreigner went back to that. Now everybody is like, that is the holy medicine. But when our ancestors did, our mothers did, no.
True. And my son has gone through this. He got a muscle
Oh,
rupture,
okay.
ligament rupture. So he was in the hostel at the time, and he got plaster and that kind of thing. And when he reached here after 2 months, his foot was totally swollen. And
Oh,
then
God.
I put that black salt and
Hmm.
some local leaves are here and
Right.
in the water, and I boil that water and let it cool
Hmm.
so he can tolerate. And then with the wet cloth, I give that
Take.
hot massage. Yes,
Right.
and then yes, and it really worked for him, and he got yes cured after 1 or 2 weeks.
See, we kept that pain for 2 months, got cured within 2 weeks.
Yes,
See, these are the hidden gems that we have, isn't it?
true.
Wonderful, indeed. Whenever I have a conversation with you, it's just always a delight. I can just be,
Same,
just
same
always
here.
have so much fun. So, how have you been learning English lately? Have you been reading? Have you been seeing more videos? Of course, you've been here. What else have
Mhm.
you been doing?
I'm reading out loud
Oh,
and I'm practicing tongue twisters
oh,
uh,
lovely.
sometimes. And yes, shadowing, I'm trying, but I'm not consistent in shadowing. I
Good.
should be.
Good, it's good. I'm liking how you are taking it at your own pace. It's lovely that you're going about. What is one quick aspiration that you have for 2026?
I just want to be fluent. I want to speak it so fluently and smoothly, smooth like a butter.
Lovely, and I'm sure that you would be able to do so. What is something we are leaving behind in 2025?
Mm, my procrastination.
Makes the two of us. Right, I want to leave procrastination too. Okay, so we are looking forward to a bright year of learning for you, and lovely. You're already there, you're 90% there. Of course, you
Thank
can
you.
make up the
Thank you.
difference.
Please give me some feedback. What mistakes I have committed
See,
during
whenever I hear you talk, I know that you're speaking very well. There is rarely any to judge whenever you're speaking. Not a major grammatical error as well that you're making. The grammatical error, if it's coming, it's just like a slip of a tongue for you, and that is coming because you're giving too much thought whenever you're speaking. So I always ask you questions which are, I don't know if you would have noticed. I always ask you questions which are, what about you feel about this? Because that's where our real fluency actually is. I am comfortable in telling the second person about something, right?
yes,
So I feel when you speak more on the topics where you are reflecting, you are straight up, that yeah, this is what I feel, there are no grammatical errors. At the same time, I ask you more information. Since you have to be more detailed with the information, you think too much and then you're just having a slip of a tongue. Focus on what you know.
Okay.
What you know, what I have to tell you, what I have to express, gain your fluency in that. The rest, then
Okay.
everything you'll be able to accommodate.
Thank you. Thank you for your valuable session, and I really enjoy every session with you.
Thank you so much. Any other questions that I can cater to?
No, thank you so much.
Wonderful. Looking
Okay.
forward to a good learning session once again with you in
Yes, if
2000.
I will be able to book your slot,
Oh
it's
God.
so hard.
Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely get another slot.
Okay.
Take
Okay.
care.
Bye.